Hello there. Good morning, ladies. Today is day 17 of the journey. Wow, this journey has gone by pretty fast. Who would believe that we started just a couple of weeks ago and it's already the middle of March? Today, I want to share a message with you about letting go and how that can set you free. Letting go sets me free. Holding on to the past can undermine your happiness and your productivity. Letting go frees you and allows you to achieve potential. We have to accept that everything changes, that there's nothing permanent, that the constant in our lives will be change, and we have to adjust our expectations to deal with that change that is coming. We must realize that when we rely on temporary conditions for our security, we're simply wasting our time and it's pointless. We have to remove any conditions that we've been placing on our happiness. I recognize that some events can be completely outside of our control and accept that letting go sometimes is the best option. There are times when I lose sight of what I value. If I wait until the decision is out of my hands, I may pay a higher price. When we anticipate these changes or these natural shifts, it makes adjusting to them a whole lot easier. I transform my intentions regarding relationships with others. When it comes to relationships, sometimes we create these invisible expectations or these false expectations of others without even having a conversation, without even really getting to know them. I care more about the welfare of people than how they make me feel. And most times we find ourselves in that gray area of disappointment because we get wrapped up in how people make us feel. So we have to be careful not to do that. I examine my thoughts and I let go of those that are holding me back. That's just simply self reflection, self analysis, not over self analysis or being that overly critical about yourself, but it's good to take stock and take inventory of our thoughts. Go through your journal. What have you been writing about? Do you see themes or patterns in there that you need to take a look at and say, hey, I may need to change some things. I may need to get some things back into alignment. I realize that it is more constructive to manage whatever circumstances that come up rather than wishing that our lives were different, right? That's when we are so busy looking at our problem instead of looking to God for a solution, or instead of looking at the things that we do have to be grateful for. Sometimes you can get caught up in looking at what others has, because if you're on the outside looking in, everything looks great, right? That's similar to the old saying, the grass always looks greener. Yeah, of course it does when you stand on the other side and you're getting a whole different view because the sun might be reflecting different, the shadows might be casting different, and everything else. So I want you to remember that letting go, that is an ongoing process. It's not something that you wake up tomorrow and say, you know what? I'm letting go and this is it. No, it's ongoing, it's continuous. Think of it like a circle. Starting with small issues that can train you to handle the bigger challenges that will arise. We have to show ourselves that we can survive without certain things in our lives. And that's when you get into the your needs versus your wants. So for instance, I know I want to be healthy, I want to lose weight. Well, if I'm constantly in front of the TV, how is that going to happen? Maybe if I turn that television off or even go further and downgrading or completely getting rid of that satellite or cable, that would could inspire me to exercise, to go on another bike ride, to go walking, just to do something that's active. You follow? Be willing to show yourself that you can do this. Number one, your health will improve and your finances will improve because you just eliminated a bill. There, you got a win-win. I want you to open your heart up to new opportunities, and that's why you have to let go of things. When you open your heart up, you're saying, I'm flexible. You have no expectations of others, and you're willing to accept these new opportunities that may come into your life that gives you a more optimistic future. Like, hey, your future looks so bright, you got to put shades on. So today, I want you to think of this. Be more determined than ever before. Be more flexible. Are you ready to let go and start over? Here are a few self reflection questions. What is one possession that you could give away today, right now? What's something you can let go of? I don't want you to give it a lot of thought. Just think about it, write it down in your journal. Your next question: how can you be content with what you have? Think about that. Your situation may not be to where at the point that you want it to, but compared to what other people are going through, you have an abundance. So, how can you be content with what you have right now? Final self reflection question: why does letting go prepare you to receive more? Think about that. All right, ladies, it is Wednesday. I want you to have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you next time.